Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Thursday morning forecast update. Increasing chance of thunderstorms today. So after the heat kind of built in on a dry day yesterday, a lot of us will see those storms pop up early afternoon today. So increasing clouds, that will help out with the heat, and so will the rain. A lot of us will see that rain set up by about 1 or 2 p.m. today, and you can see your temperatures forecast to reach the upper 80s, low 90s. We did hit 95 in a lot of areas yesterday, so again, should have a nice little cool down thanks to some of the cloud cover that's already seeping in this morning. There will be some sun that squeezes through early today, but basically the weather situation for us today, we have an area of low pressure which is kind of spinning across Texas here. Once that hits the warm and humid air that we have here in the Arklatex, it is going to trigger scattered to maybe numerous storms this afternoon. So your Robinson Futurecast does show kind of that mix of clouds and sunshine early today, and you can see by noon we start to see some of those scattered storms pop up, and it's looking fairly widespread as far as the coverage of the rainfall today. So there will be a few areas that probably get missed in here, but more of us probably going to see rain today than rather stay dry. No severe weather threat, but a lot of lightning and gusty winds out there, and Futurecast does show the storms kind of dissipating a bit. Tonight, you can see the rain popping up a little bit earlier for our Friday, so I think we'll see even further heat relief tomorrow. Should have temperatures maybe falling into the low to mid 80s for a day, and you can see the widely scattered thunderstorms for your Friday as well. I wanted to show you, again, just the overall setup for the weekend. We do have some on and off storms expected through Labor Day weekend here, so at this point it still does not look like the weekend will be a complete washout, but again, once the temperature is warmer the air, the more likely we are to see thunderstorms, so that's why we'll see pretty decent coverage of the storms in the afternoon, but when the temperatures are cooler in the morning, low to mid 70s, we won't have as much rain around. So if you are, let's say, taking the boat out to the lake over Labor Day weekend, make sure you do have some backup indoor plans, but you should be able to squeeze in a little bit of outdoor time as we move through the weekend as well. Now, as far as the rain, keep in mind we are coming off a week here where we did see a good 6 to 8 inches of rain across the Arklatex. The ground has dried out a little bit, but we have had some rain this week. So again, runoff will be pretty quick. If we get an inch or two of rain today, it will saturate the ground, and if we get any more than, let's say, 2 or 3 inches with a few of these thunderstorms, we could see some isolated flash flooding. Basically, the area in yellow here, this would be the area where we would most likely see that threat for a few storms to bring some flash flooding today. But that's something we'll have to kind of watch as we get towards the middle of next week. Again, the overall outlook for rainfall here is showing a good 2 to 3 inches of rain across the Arklatex between now and the middle of next week. So this rainy pattern, not quite as heavy rain that we saw with the pattern last week, but I still think maybe the totals could be a bit underdone. So I still think there are some areas in here that will pick up well over 4 inches of rain over the next week or so. So again, this will bring some heat relief. We're expecting highs will be in the mid 80s this weekend, and overnight lows in the low 70s.